Welcome to the Bamgboshe Happy Hour. I am Peju Bamgboshe Roethlisberger.
Hi, everyone, and I'm Naomi Bamgboshe.
And this is a Bamgboshe Happy Hour Pop Edition. How are you, Mom? What's up?
Oh, wonderful, sweetie. Everything's going great on my end. How are you on this glorious day?
Oh, I'm doing just wonderful as always. I'm thankful and grateful.
Okay, glad to hear that.
Alrighty. We always like to start the episode off with a toast. And I think today we have two people we want to give a shout out to. A special toast to Barack and Michelle Obama, President Obama.
Yes. Okay, our king and queen. Yes.
Now, the reason why I wanted to do a toast to them today, Ma, is because Barack Obama went on Michelle Obama's podcast and they were poking fun of each other, having fun, just kind of debunking all of any type of divorce rumors and mess out there in the streets. So I thought it was fun.
Okay. Oh, nice. So let's lift our glasses to our lovely, wonderful, and forever in our hearts, King and Queen, Barack and Michelle Obama, Mr. and Mrs. Obama, First Lady, our forever First Lady, and our forever President. Salud. Continued long life, prosperity, health, wealth, happiness. Salud.
Salud. Woo. Okay. Now here we go. Let's get into some sports. So just kind of giving you a little brief recap from the NFL. Sauce Gardner becomes the highest paid cornerback ever. 4 years, $120.4 million with the New York Jets. Good luck to him and to the Jets overall. We'll see what happens. They have a new quarterback, Justin Fields.
Okay. Well, congratulations and good luck.
Now, going to the WNBA, Caitlin Clark she's supposed to make her splash at this weekend's WNBA All-Star festivities, but she is suffering from a groin injury. She re-aggravated it last night, so we don't know if she will be able to make her debut and if she will be able to compete in the three-point contest. So I hope that she does. Good luck to Caitlin. She's hanging in there and being tough. All right.
Okay. Speedy recovery to you, Caitlin. Okay.
All right. Now, here's the big topic for the sports section today. ESPN has released the 2025 NFL Top 10 quarterback rankings, and this is based on votes from league insiders. So this is executives, coaches, and scouts, not players, not fans.
Okay.
So coming in at number 10, we have Baker Mayfield, who was on the Buccaneers. Okay. Baker Mayfield had a decent season. Now, number 9 is a big issue, and that is Mr. Jalen Hurts.
They must be crazy. They must be crazy. Oh, no way.
Yeah, they have him for 9.
I don't like that. He should never have been rated that low.
He should be in the top 5 to me. It's number 5 or 6.
Oh, daughter, you were reading my mind.
Yeah.
No way. Oh, they must be out of there patent picking minds.
Well, that's really good. Anywho, what I think is that people hate on Jalen because Jalen isn't the quintessential quarterback that he, not only is he mobile, but he is just a good leader. He makes things happen when they need to happen, and he's poised, and that's something that you can't even put on a scale.
Right. How do you know what? You know what? That's just like a lot of hating going on right there. They must be out of their rabbit ass minds.
Yeah, but these are the executives and the insiders. I don't like it.
Yeah. What does that mean? What does that mean? They're the executives and the insiders. Who? Specifically what? Who?
And the coaches.
Where? Based on what? Who carried the vote? How democratic was it?
I know Jalen's coach Nick Sirianni was not feeling that. He
And,
was
and,
pissed.
and guess what? And guess what? I know Mike Tomlin was not feeling that. I know that's not his coach, but he's an excellent coach, and he would not put him there. Those are the opinions I respect. Hmm.
Number 8, Jared Goff. Well, Jared Goff is fine. He's more likable on that show, The Quarterback. I mean, he wasn't ever not likable, but you see a little bit more to his personality, and he has a cute big dog. Yeah, he seems fine. I don't have
Who?
a problem with him, but I go with Jalen over Jared.
Of
Okay.
course.
Number 7, we have Justin Herbert, who has not done anything in his career except be tall and, have the talent, but not really do much. Has not won a playoff game yet. He's been in the NFL for 5 seasons. Nothing.
Yeah. I have a real big problem with that about Jalen Hurts. I'm still pissed about that. I have a real big problem. What is the criteria? What the hell are you basing it on? Who has the biggest jail record? Who has the most
Well, no
uh
one has a jail record on here, Ma.
what happened?
No one has a jail record on this list.
No, I'm only joking. I didn't necessarily really mean that.
Oh,
But
some of them they do.
oh, I know, I know that too. But what I'm saying is, what is the criteria? What the hell are you basing it on? That you got Jalen Hurts down at number 9.
Number 6, Mom, we have Matthew Stafford, who is 37 years old. He's the oldest in the top 10. He is a Super Bowl champion. He is a decent quarterback. I don't know if he should still be at number 6 at his age, and he's had a lot of injuries.
How many Super Bowls championships did he win?
He won.
One.
He won one.
Right, right.
Well, Jared Goff won 0,
Yeah. And
and Justin Herbert won 0.
I got it. I got it. No
So
way in hell. I'm really PO'd about that with Jalen. I don't like that at all. Go
And
ahead.
Jalen has been to 2 Super Bowls and won one. At least Jared went to one. He didn't win any. At least it's not making sense to me. It's not making sense. Okay. Um,
Hmm.
Number 5, we have Jaden Daniels on the Commanders, who's 24 years old, coming off his rookie season. You know that he has not won a Super Bowl, but in his defense, he was an excellent quarterback last season. He did a really good job.
Need any defense. We understand that. No, to elevate Jalen doesn't mean to diminish anybody else.
Oh, well,
You
to me, Justin Herbert can go sit down. Jared Goff, he can go sit down. No, there's a couple people for sure that Jalen should, at least 3 people he should move above. At least 3. That's just my opinion. Um,
well, that's not exactly how I meant it, but absolutely he should be ahead of everybody. Everybody numbers 6 through 9, he should be ahead of. He should be at least number 4 or 5. Come on. Oh, please.
no,
I have no regard for this list. I'm really looking at it
I
sideways.
don't know what I think about number 4 either. Number 4 could be number 2, just depending on how you think, and that is Lamar Jackson.
I got you.
Lamar Jackson has won 2 uh
MVPs.
MVPs, and he is
Yeah.
number 4 on this list.
Hmm. I just am very suspect about this list. Okay.
Now, number 3 is my man Joe Burrow.
Okay.
Joe Burrow has been to a Super Bowl, but he hasn't gone back since and didn't even make the playoffs last season. Not his fault. He played exceptionally well. He broke all type
Yeah.
of records and was an MVP candidate. Um,
Yes.
so I don't know. Uh,
Right.
Number 2 goes to Josh Allen, the reigning MVP. And then
And, yeah. And the reigning MVP. And what else does he have on his resume?
he has not won a Super Bowl. Has not been to a Super Bowl. Okay. And the number 1 quarterback is, of course, Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, we know that's right.
Still the king.
Oh, we know that's right.
Okay. So my big two big issues, mine, Jalen Hurts and Lamar Jackson, because I don't know. It's hard with Josh Allen and Joe Burrow and Lamar Jackson. You can flip them around any type of way. I
Play
can't
around with that a lot, yes. But
um,
Jalen, no, they are wrong. Like my aunt used to say, they are as wrong as two left shoes. Okay, they are dead wrong. And like I said, they are out of their rabbit ass mind when they put Jalen Hurts down at number 9. Are you insane? I have a feeling that Jalen Hurts is just too much of an independent person. You know,
yeah.
I think he's his own man, and I think I don't think he necessarily goes along to get along. I think he's a sort of easygoing personality, but I think he is a very self-determined young man.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, so there's some other issues going on there. Ain't no way in hell he deserves to be ranked that low. He should at least be in the top 5. I'm with you, not just the top 10. He should be in the top 5. And I don't know what bullshit list this is. And I don't know who carried the vote and who swayed what, because we don't know.
I
You
have
know,
him at number 5. I know Jaden Daniels had an excellent season, but he was a rookie.
yeah,
Only had 1 year body of work. He didn't make it to the Super Bowl. He did win a playoff game. Got to give him credit for that. I
yeah,
I had Jalen Hurts at number 5. That's where I personally had him.
yeah. And that was exactly my thinking. Before we even discussed it, that is exactly my thinking. Jalen, you keep on doing you. That's all. You don't have to worry about their bullshit list.
Jalen's not even worried about it. He's
Mm,
going.
I hope he would not. I hope he would not. And quiet as it's kept, they almost won the first time they played the Super Bowl. They almost won. And I was saying to myself, because they had been kicking ass and taking numbers up until the very last couple of minutes.
Oh yeah. Oh
You
for
know, so I mean, almost doesn't count, but he was playing lights out that first showdown with the Chiefs. So okay,
All
but
right.
yeah. So let's
So
just keep on. That's all right,
let's
Jalen.
move
You
on.
keep on living your best life. That's
Listen,
all.
guess what? You have that ring.
And you got
And
that
I
right.
believe you're gonna get some more.
That's it. That's it. Okay.
Okay. So that is my brief sports update. We are going to move on.
Thank you, daughter. But that list, I don't know. That list is
No, I
that list is a little bit bogus. Okay.
know. We're going to move on before we get, well, I guess this is pop culture slash sports for this one. So
Okay.
you heard all that smack that RG3 was talking about Angel Reese.
Oh my goodness. Is
So,
he still up there protecting those that don't need protecting?
so,
Defending those who can defend themselves?
so he is under fire for his comments for retweeting a Photoshop image comparing Angel Reese to a monkey. Um, he claimed it was meant to defend her, and he said he's claimed it was meant to defend her in the black backlash over her NBA 2026 cover, but many saw it as being racist and offensive, perpetuating racism. No need for him to do that. Shaquille O'Neal, of course, is not happy about it, and he said he was on a podcast recently. RG3, tweet another monkey post about my girl Angel Reese, and I'm gonna punch you in your effing face. I don't usually do stuff like this, but just stop it, bro. You've got your job, you've got your podcast. Leave my Angel Reese alone. I'm the one calling her and telling her not to respond. Effing stop it. That's the last time, okay? Thank you. It's not real hate. If you look around at what's going on in this real country, that's hate. This is sports. I'm not supposed to like you. He didn't stop there. He continued. He said, "It's a shame that for all that stuff that you did in your life, you're going to be remembered for a podcast, not his career. That should
Yeah.
tell you that you're not effing great. Leave those girls alone. You already spoke on it. Let it go. Don't pick on that little girl because guess what? I'm her protector. Now pick on me, and if you pick on me, I'm gonna punch you in your effing face.
Oh, go ahead, Shaquille. Oh, yes, I love it, Shaquille. I'm here for it. Now, I'm not a proponent of violence, but, Shaquille, I'm feeling you. I'm 10 toes down with you, Shaquille. Good. Get him, get him, get him, get him. That's it. Just
Yeah.
let him know. Just let him know. If you don't really literally F him up, do it metaphorically. Just do it. That's right. Just let him have it.
Oh, I loved it. I loved it so much.
Me
It's
too.
just,
I'm here for it, Shaquille. I'm here for it.
yeah, RG3, you really are a clown. You are a clown.
That's it.
That's
That's
it.
it.
You had no business getting involved in
Listen,
that.
don't insult Bozo. Don't insult Bozo. That's an insult to real professional clowns.
Right. No, because Bozo is just making a living and doing a good job as being
I'm
Bozo.
not going around dogging people out. Oh, lovely. I love it. Shaquille, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, my brother. I'm proud of you.
Okay. So now let's get into, okay, before I get into bull crap, just wanted your opinion on this. This is a little bit sad. So Nicole Scherzinger recently opened up about the emotional release of Building the Band, which is out now on Netflix. May check it out and see what it's all about, man. So it's a new Netflix series co-starring the late Liam Payne. Now he was in One Direction. Now Liam Payne, unfortunately, you know.
It's no longer with us. Yeah.
So Nicole explained that the show, Liam's final project had completed filming before his unexpected death. She emphasized that the team only moved forward with the release after receiving blessings from Liam's family. And she said, we're so proud of him. He had such an amazing time. We had so much fun doing the show together, and he's such a beautiful, kind soul and heart. And if anyone forgets, Nicole was on the season of X Factor when One Direction was on there. She was one of the judges that, helped with start his career with Simon Cowell. So,
Okay.
do you think that they should have gone on with, releasing the show? Kelly Rowland is also on this as
Oh,
well.
yeah. Yeah. He's not the only one on the show. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's just sad.
well, sad it is. But
Yeah.
then that's for all those who are among the living to look at. Yeah, so you kill yourself, and guess what happens? You just miss. You just miss. And you don't know what you would have missed. Whatever valley that you're in, it's gonna pass. No matter
I
how
don't know if he meant to do it or not. It was a drug overdose.
I understand. I understand.
I
And
got you.
either way, I'm there. I'm there, So it just goes to show the sun's gonna shine tomorrow.
And he has a child, He left a child.
That's even sadder. That's even more heartbreaking. Hey,
Oh,
it really is true. That song from Annie, it may sound corny or whatever, but it really is true. The sun is going to come out tomorrow. However much it's raining and cloudy today, whatever valley you're in, guess what? You keep on moving, you're going to be out of it. You're going to be out of it. And whatever that is, that wonderful stuff that would have came into your life, that would have made up for that valley you were in, you cheated yourself out of it. You cheated yourself out of it.
yeah.
So, and like I said, death is coming to all of us. Why are you rushing? You're gonna experience you have no choice but to experience death. All of us.
Okay.
Just ride it out. Just ride it out. Not drugs. Not drugs. Just ride it out.
Well, I think that it was, a family decision, and it's just sad, but I'm going to actually check it out.
What was a family decision?
No, to let it proceed
Continue.
the area.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. All right.
I'm going to check it out. It's streaming now.
Okay. All right. So will I. Okay.
Okay. Moving on to a zip zang fool. And, I have respect for you as a hardworking woman and as an artist, but I don't know what you're doing, Nicki. Nicki Minaj is just,
Oh, you back talking about her nothingness and foolishness. Oh,
well,
well,
so,
like she's getting what she wants. We're talking about her.
well, this is what happened because she's involving so many people. So on Tuesday, SZA
You
posted.
she's talking about so many people.
Yes, SZA posted a vague and lighthearted tweet. She said, Mercury, retrograde, don't take the bait, laugh out loud, silly goose. Nicki Minaj, who has been fighting with everyone pretty much, from Rock Nation to Jay-Z to Cardi B, without even waiting for clarification, she just decided to go on a tirade against SZA, comparing SZA's voice to a dead effing dog, saying SZA looks and sounds like she got stung by a bee, mocking SZA's freckles, saying, go draw your freckles back on, Bookie, and dismissing SZA's importance in music, saying, if every song you've ever done vanished right now, the music business wouldn't even miss you. She criticized SZA's SOS Deluxe release strategy as insecure and manipulative. Now, just a little with that whole thing, SZA's album, the SOS album, has broken all type of records and has surpassed any type of albums that Nicki Minaj has.
We all know that. Is anybody missing Nicki now? Is anybody missing her?
No. So
Oh, oh,
SZA said they addressed the whole situation. And she had said, I don't give a F about none of that weird shit you popping. I wasn't even talking about anyone.
who said this?
SZA, she says, I
Oh,
get bullied by millions online every day, then set my ass out to a packed stadium tour where people show me real love in real life. And she says, laughing my ass off, let me go back to being calm, shy, and meek. Y'all have a blessed night. Now, SZA's manager was on the Breakfast Club and says they have no idea why Nicki Minaj started doing this. The only thing that they can think is that SZA and Nicki had tried to collaborate back in 2020, but it didn't materialize. And that is the only thing that they can think of why Nicki is attacking SZA.
right.
Oh, and Cardi B decided to post a video of her eating a crab, a whole crab. She was rubbing the lemon and the butter and just going to town on a crab. She posted that on her Instagram live while all of this was going on. Any thoughts?
No, I'm not sure what that meant, but I think it meant she's just enjoying her life. Is
Yeah.
that what, I'm hoping that's where she's at and that's where
Yeah.
she needs to be.
Yeah.
I'm glad that she didn't calm down with her personal business all over the place. So, but at least, hey, you can't turn back the clock, right? But at least moving forward at this juncture, she's doing what she should be doing, enjoying her some good fish. That's good. Some good seafood. So that's good. That's lovely. That's what they should do. Nicki is sounding pathetic.
Nikki,
She's
just go on about your life, girl.
like, you know what? Go on and be creative. If you have all this ability and talent that you claim you have, then go on and be creative. Why are you trying to be destructive? Why are you wasting your energy hating on somebody? That just makes you look pathetic. And SZA, like you said, go on and be fabulous, girl. Go on and make you some song. And I personally think SZA has a cute voice. I think she has a very pleasant
I
voice.
think a lot of people feel that way too.
Yeah,
The millions of people that buy her music.
even what she was saying about kill Bill or kill her boyfriend or something, it sounds so nice. You had to really pay close attention to know she was saying something bad.
All right.
But because her voices sound so pleasant, she does have a very pleasant voice.
All right. Okay, so let's move on to what's really important, which is the Emmy Awards. I'm going to run down some different categories. I don't need you to tell me your favorites because we'll have a special Emmy Award show when that comes out in September. But just kind of, we'll just do the major categories, Ma. Okay.
Yeah, please.
Oh my gosh. All right. So in limited anthology series and movie, we have the lead actor, we have Colin Farrell for The Penguin. We have Stephen Graham, Adolescence. We have Jake Gyllenhaal, Presumed Innocent. We have Brian Tyree Henry, Dope Thief. We have Cooper Koch for Monsters, the Lyle and Eric Menendez story.
I bet I can tell you one that you may already know. First time octogenarian
Well, that's
nominee.
Harrison Ford, but I didn't get there.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
come on. We didn't even get there. All right. But yes, good for him. That it seems like he should have been nominated is because he's a legend. Um, no comment on those people,
Okay.
right?
I'm not commenting on Paperboy and those. Go ahead.
Lead actress, Kate Blanchett for Disclaimer, Megan Fahey for Sirens, Rashida Jones for Black Mirror, Kristen Milotti, The Penguin, and Michelle Williams, Dying for Sex. Are you happy with these people, these nominees at least?
I guess they're okay.
They just nominate Kate Blanchett, whatever she's in.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
'Cause,
I mean, I like Kate Blanchett, but sometimes,
yeah, well, you know what? Sometimes her characters are not so great.
right.
But she does a hell of a job of playing those characters. So
Yeah,
that's what it is. But I wasn't feeling her character that much in Disclaimer at all.
me neither.
Mm.
Supporting actress, we have Erin Doherty for Adolescence. We did not see this Adolescence, Mom. Maybe we need to check this out because I haven't seen it.
Is it available to us right now?
It should be. I'm gonna check it out and see what streaming service. We
Good.
have Ruth Nega, Presumed Innocent, Deidre O'Connell, The Penguin, Chloe Sevigny, Monsters, Jenny Slate, Dying for Sex, and Christine Tremarco, Adolescence. So yeah, we need to see Adolescence,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are miniseries, right? Or movie. Miniseries?
Those are a mini series, yes.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna skip some of the rest of this here. Okay, so comedy categories. Lead actress, Uza Aduba. That was a surprise nomination for her because I know the series was not renewed. They canceled The Residents. Remember, did
Yeah.
you see it? Did you?
Yes, she's playing a detective or something. Yeah, I remember. And then it vanished.
And the show was canceled, so I don't.
Yeah, yeah, I
Okay.
remember.
Kristen Bell. No, I haven't checked out Nobody Wants This. I started an episode and I don't know what happened, but I think it's kind of like it's a drama. I'm sorry, it's a comedy, but I guess it's kind of like a romantic comedy series. So maybe I'll check it out. I don't know. Quinta,
Okay,
Quinta Brunson, Abbott Elementary.
of course.
I
Yeah,
Edibiri, The Bear, which is not funny. It's to me, I don't understand.
not funny at all.
No.
I'm
And
not sure how it fell into that category, but okay.
and finally, Gene Smart for Hacks.
Okay.
So, well, no, nothing there as far as surprise, except that the bear is still in the comedy category. Lead actor Adam Brody for Nobody Wants This. Seth Rogen, The Studio.
Okay.
I thought it was good on The Studio.
Feels funny. Yeah, that's certainly a comedy.
Jason Segel, Shrinking.
Okay. Well, you know, I like that. That
Martin Short, Only Murders in a Building.
okay.
And your favorite, Jeremy Allen White, The Bear.
Mm.
Any problems with anybody in there, bro?
No, I wouldn't have nominated him, but the bear is really good, but I don't say it's as much because of him as it is just the entire ensemble, you
Okay.
know? Yep.
Okay. Supporting actor, we have Ike Barinholtz, Coleman Domingo, Harrison Ford, Jeff Hiller, Evan Moss Backrock, Michael Urie, and Bowen Yang. I don't think there any of these people were a surprise, but good for Harrison Ford and much deserved,
Oh,
right?
you say that again. Well, he hasn't done a lot of TV,
Yeah.
that's what it is. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Supporting actress from obviously from The Bear, Lisa Colin Zayas, what is it? Hacks, Hannah Einbinder, Janelle James from Abbott Elementary, Sheryl Lee Ralph, Abbott Elementary, Catherine O'Hara for the studio, and Jessica Williams for Shrinking.
Okay.
All good. No guest surprises. I mean, no surprises there for me.
No, we
Um,
know that those ladies are all good. Yeah.
Now for drama, we have lead actor Mr. Sterling K. Brown for Paradise, Gary Oldman for Slow Horses, Pedro Pascal for The Last of Us, Adam Scott for Severance, and Noah Wiley for The Pit. I'm happy for Noah Wiley. Um, the rest of those people, you kind of expected them, but Noah Wiley has never won when he was on ER, and it's good to see him back many, many, many years later. And I think he did a really good job. Have you seen The Pit, Man? Oh, a little bit, right?
I did start watching it, but I don't know, hospital dramas, they just make me sad.
It's a
So
lot.
yeah. But I absolutely believe that it was a good show. I think it was a good series. Yeah.
So for lead actress, we have Britt Lower from the Severance. I don't know where Sharon Horgan is. That got cut off on my notes. Kathy Bates from Matlock, Bella Ramsey from The Last of Us, and Carrie Russell for whatever her show was on there, The Dependents or something. Carrie Russell
Okay.
cut off.
Okay.
All that's fine. I don't know Sharon Horgan. I have to check her out, but good for. Oh, Kathy Bates is the oldest for lead female
All right.
at
Oh,
77.
good for her. Good for Kathy. Okay.
Not for supporting. They have them the older for supporting.
Yeah. Okay. Good for her.
Okay, and just for supporting, just throwing a couple names out. We have Natasha Rothwell, from the White Lotus. Remember Natasha? Natasha was also on Insecure. Good for her. Carrie Coon, the woman also on White Lotus and also on The Gilded Age.
Okay.
She's nominated. Patricia Arquette, uh, Julianne Nicholson, Parker Posey for White Lotus, and Amy Lou Wood. For supporting actor, we have Walter Goggins, who also, Walter Goggins from the White Lotus and also Righteous Gemstones, John Turturro for Severance, Sam Rockwell. From Sam Rockwell, he was a trip in White Lotus, remember?
Yeah, he was one wild nut. Yes, he
Yes.
was. He
Uh,
was all over the place.
yes.
And he fell off the wagon very easily, very quickly.
Tremel Tillman from Severance, Mr. Milkcheck. Good for
And
him.
yeah, and Milkcheck is he. I don't know what he did before that, but he really played the hell out of Milkcheck.
Yes. Zach Cherry also on Severance, and Jason Isaac, who was on White Lotus. I don't know what James Marsden was on, but whatever for James Marsden. He's normally good. So some really good people, Ma. Really, really, really.
And wasn't he on Jury, or is that the
He
wrong thing?
was on jury, but I don't know if that was, this is cut off on my notes. I don't know.
Okay, okay.
So best drama series. I forgot to do best comedy series, Abbott Elementary, The Bear, Hacks, Nobody Wants This, Only Murders in the Building, Shrinking, The Studio, and What We Do in the Shadows.
Okay.
Okay. For best drama series, we have Andor, The Diplomat, The Last of Us, Paradise, The Pit, Severance, Slow Horses, and The White Lotus.
Now I understand and appreciate all of them in the drama category.
Right.
That are very appropriate for all of them. Don't see anything comedic about any of them. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so a couple things, Mom. The biggest snubs that people are noticing, Squid Game 2, shut out.
Mm.
No nominations. I didn't like The second season of Squid Game, I finished the second season. I only got one episode in with the third season.
Mm.
I don't know.
I didn't like the Squid Games after the movie. After that, that was enough.
I think something about the phenomenon, like it just didn't keep up. And just like the way the world is today, it's not funny.
It's not funny. It's very brutal, and I think we need to have some sensitivity to people just being killed.
Mhm.
And I'm kind of glad that it hasn't been really embraced that much because we have enough of people devaluing human life.
I agree. No,
So, you know, I'm all right with Squid Games being snubbed. I'm fine with it.
okay. I'm with you. The Handmaid's Tale and Elizabeth Moss received no awards, no nominations.
Mm.
Once again, nobody wants to hear about that. Nobody wants, that's what
Right,
people are living now.
right, right. That's what people are, people who are irrational and cruel and uncaring, they embrace those kinds of things. So I'm glad. I'm glad it was snubbed. I'm glad people are not feeling it. Good.
Now, Andor was nominated for Best Drama, but Diego Luna did not receive a nomination. I don't think that was right. I think that, he's Andor. How you going to nominate the drama and not the actor, the lead actor?
I don't know.
No, no.
But who knows? Who knows, Pay? Who knows who's making these calls and what they're basing it on? You just have to scratch your head sometimes.
Okay. Um, Industry, I only saw one season of it, but everybody talks about how good it is moving forward. I enjoyed the first season. I don't know why I didn't go back to the second season. No nominations for it. Many people feel it's deserving of nominations. So
Okay.
here's a huge snub. The Righteous Gemstones ignored again, despite.
Oh, you know what? Now I know the Righteous Gemstones, they were just everything cuckoo, 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 cuckoo. But the Righteous Gemstones to me, it just all was a big joke. It just all was tongue in cheek. I mean, there was some loss of life in there, you know,
Mhm.
but it was never to me done in a real sense. To me, it was like lore and just a whole bunch of hyperbolic behavior and so forth. I don't think that people should have taken the Righteous Gemstones so seriously. Now, whether they want to say it's a satire, you could, look at it that way. I just really
People
didn't.
really like the
I,
Righteous Gemstones.
I felt that way too. I mean, but people who, have a different sense of humor may have taken it, may have been offended because it was based on a type of religious practice, and maybe they're saying they're doing it satirically, and the objects or these preachers that preach prosperity and so forth. I don't know where people are going with that
Yeah.
because religion involved and everything. And I think that's why it got snubbed. But to me, it's just like as funny as hell and
Mhm.
creative writing as hell, a fine. I never took it to have anything to do with my beliefs and was never offended because other people may have behaved in a very unreligious way very often, about certain things. I didn't take it that way. I didn't take it as to be reflective of anything that is offensive to my own personal
So
religion.
that's what you think it was. You think it was
Yeah, some people do. Yeah, some people had to be offended about something about it because otherwise, what happened?
right.
I mean, there's a segment, because we know there's a segment of the population that had to feel some type of way that it was unworthy because what was funny? Yeah, it was it's funny as hell and very creative. So based on what was it not chosen for an award, you know, or to be nominated, for based on what? It was funny, it was creative, it was different and relatable. So I mean, to me, it became a an issue that is very sensitive to people, and that's religion.
Okay. Allison Janney for The Diplomat, people felt she should have been nominated. She's always been a fan of the uh, Emmys, and she also won an Oscar, if I'm not mistaken.
Mhm.
So I didn't see her in this, but I'm sure she was lovely. Eddie Redmayne, people felt that he should have been nominated for The Day of the Jackal. I'm surprised that he didn't get a nomination because they like to nominate him for stuff as well.
Yeah.
This is kind of a big snub. I didn't really think about it. Patrick Schwarzenegger and Sam Novella for The White Lotus. The White Lotus got a record number of nominations. I don't know the number offhand, but they got a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. And they shut out their male act. Well, not all, but those two. Because Walter Coggins and the other guy, the dad, he got nominated. What are your thoughts on them not getting nominated?
Uh, Patrick, I could see him not being nominated because his character was vile
Okay.
and vile
And his
and
brother.
yeah, yeah. But well, his brother was also vile but more forgivable to me
Okay.
than Patrick simply because he was playing the younger brother.
He was playing a child.
He was playing right. He was still a minor. He was a big teenager, but he was still a minor. And so his character is just like messed up in the head and just needs some significant intensive therapy, straight up, no question about that. But Patrick's character, had a little bit more experience and been around for a minute, and he was just inappropriate and in a lot of ways cruel and manipulative. Ah, and that was within the family unit. That was within a unit that he should have been more loving and caring. I could see not nominating him.
Well, you don't think that Patrick did a good job with the role?
I do, but I don't think it was anything so outstanding. Just that he was Patrick Schwarzenegger. I didn't think he was like woo woo. He didn't. He didn't. I mean, I wasn't just uh enraptured by his performance. No,
You know, what I
I
think
Sam Rockwell's performance better than his. Really.
for sure. You know what, Ma, this is not such a nice thing to say. And I feel bad because, children don't ask to be born.
Of course.
Patrick is a grown ass man now. He's in his 30s, so he's not
Yeah.
in that. But sometimes when you are in the shadow of
Right.
legend and an icon like Arnold. You have to do a lot if you're in the same field in order to stand out. Now,
Okay. So, um, no, I'm
what I was
sorry.
going to say is that acting wise, he should be able to outact Arnold. Arnold was never a great actor. Arnold was just built and good looking and was a physical specimen. So Patrick has to hone in, like you said, his acting skills. He wasn't bad. He was good. But if he, in his lane, he can 100% outact Arnold and steal a show from just being a good actor. But physically, it just is not that it's just not going to happen that way. So, Patrick, you're going to have to go to the drawing board again.
Okay.
I don't know how to feel.
I got you. So
Yeah.
let me say two things. Here's number one.
Mm-hmm.
There's actors really talented, and then there's stars.
Mm-hmm.
He is not going to ever be as big a star as his father was. That he's not going to do that.
Too late.
So if he's trying to be a star and trying to outshine his father, if you want to consider it all entertainment and show business, then he should have just chosen another field. Okay? Because he will not outshine his father in show business. Now, if you're talking about like real acting, acting, like theater, Broadway, real skill, real talent, if that's the metric, then he can easily do that.
Mhm.
Or maybe not so easily, but it's certainly achievable because
Right.
there's a lot of room. But he is never going to be a bigger star, as big a star as his father is. And he should have made that decision when he went into show business. And so that's it. If my father is Einstein, well, guess what? I'm not going to, and I decide to go into physics, okay? I'm not going to outshine my father, okay? I already know that. So if I want to outshine my father or be a star in my own right, and my father is the top of the stars up there with, some of the top ever, then I need to pick another field.
Right.
Okay. Because I already lost before I start. Okay. Like my father is Michael Jordan. I maybe don't want to play basketball because I'm not going to outshine you. Chances of me outshining you are almost zero, you
Mhm.
know, even if I'm real good. But maybe I'll go play, some other sports, or maybe I'll go into the sciences or theater or whatever. But I'm not coming for you in basketball because that's an almost insurmountable challenge,
I
you know.
got you.
So that's it. So either he's going to try to improve his acting and just really go for the thing of acting, or he just going to milk it as a Schwarzenegger Kennedy offspring, a nepo baby. So either way, whatever he's doing, that's on him. But
Okay.
he made that decision, so that's on him. He's
Okay.
never going to look better or be built better than Arnold. So that's
Okay.
just you're right.
Okay. Let's I agree with you. Let's move on to the last few before we get into a little bit of Big Brother. The Bear creator was not nominated, despite being, despite winning in previous seasons. Natasha Leone was left out for Poker Face, which a lot of people were surprised because she was nominated before. Tina Fey, The Four Seasons, just received one nomination, and that was Coleman Domingo. To me, The Four Seasons wasn't that great. It was okay. And I didn't care for Steve Carell in it. It was just okay.
Right. And I didn't care for the woman who played his wife. I didn't care for the
Yeah.
way her playing either.
No.
She was just pathetic. I didn't like that at all.
And then they shut out John Mulaney for his talk variety show. It's okay, John Mulaney. I don't know.
I don't think he's that funny.
Me neither. I don't think so either. And finally, the director for Disclaimer, Alfonso Cuarón, was not nominated. Okay, I didn't even like Disclaimer that much.
Nor did I. I
Okay,
I thought it was a lot of hype for almost nothing.
I agree. Okay, let's get into the important stuff. We will be doing a special for the Emmys, but they don't come out until September, so we will keep you abreast of that as it gets closer to that time. Big Brother. We are going to hop on after Thursday's live eviction. You'll either get that episode on YouTube either Thursday night or Friday. We will let you know, but we are keeping up to date with that. But there is a new controversy on Big Brother that erupted after current house guest Isaiah, aka Zay, used an offensive slur during a late night feed uh, while playing chess with a fellow contestant, Keanu. He said, "Oh shit, I'm a effing R," then quickly corrected himself, admitting, "Damn, I shouldn't say that word." And
Oh,
Keanu agreed. He said, "No, you shouldn't," and questioned if the live feeds were active, unaware that I actually saw it when it happened, though, just so you know. Zay added, "The slur was one of the ones I was working on not saying," and the two laughed it off. Keanu remarked, "I think you're good. You're lucky it's late." Before you go in, Mom, um, I don't use that word, never use that word, in our family. We had someone very close to us who was developmentally delayed. Sorry. I never ever liked the word. Okay. There are
Correct.
people who have been around me that have used it. I think as people have grown, they know better than to use that. I've heard lawyers use it who know better and are well educated and understand not to use it. With that being said, he knew he was wrong. And in the moment, he corrected himself and he called himself that. He wasn't saying it up to someone else. I think that he should have grace. But what do you mean that that was one of the words that you were working on not saying? Is it in your vocabulary that you use that word often and
Right.
several other slurs often?
Right. Wasn't that Keanu who said he was working on not
No,
or
not Keanu.
oh Keanu didn't say that.
Keanu
Keanu
just off.
in the room, I got it.
He's
But
in
I
front.
thought you were saying that Keanu said it. Well,
No.
what it means is that he's used to saying all sorts of offensive things.
Yes.
And it also means that if he isn't put off, if he isn't, kicked off because of that, he may be kicked off for something else. Because apparently he has a repertoire of offensive language that he uses.
Right. Right. So that worried me. And I'm like, Zay, like, really?
Right.
So I
Absolutely.
don't think he should be kicked off for this incident because they have history. So last not last season and 2 seasons ago, Luke Valentine was removed for using the N-word on camera. I remember him using it. He used it in front of Corey and he used it in front of Heisem. And Corey and Heisem, like called him out on it and they looked shocked. And, producer stepped in and they removed him. Now, this is not the N word, but this is offensive to many. It's offensive to me. It's offensive to a community.
Right.
But he apologized for it in the moment. And Jared, Cerie's son, used the R word last season and they didn't kick him off. They talked to him and whatever, and blah blah blah. They didn't remove him. So I don't think they should remove Zay, 23-year-old Zay. I don't think they should remove him. But if he says anything else, he should be removed
He's
swiftly.
he's he's standing on shaky ground. That's
What are your thoughts? Should he
I
be?
don't know. I'm agreeing with you as you're talking. I'm agreeing with you. I think because he was referring to himself, I think that's the thing that really gives him the most grace in that situation because he was referring to himself and not someone else.
Right.
Okay? But that word should not even be in his vocabulary at this stage of the game, is really the issue. So, if he come, so you get that one. You get that one pass because you would, talking to yourself. If you were talking about somebody else, referring to somebody else, I would say he should go. But
Oh,
because he was referring to himself, clearly he thought it was a joke or funny, but it was in poor taste and it was offensive.
right.
But I would give him one more shot.
Yeah.
Under those circumstances, I would give him one more shot. But
Right.
all those other different things that he thinks that he's been using that he thinks may or may not have been offensive or may have been offensive, then he better get him out of his vocabulary, else he will be drop kicked the hell off that show.
Right. Right. It just to me just yeah.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Maybe he need, well, yeah, let me just say this. It's unfortunate that he has so many things that he needs to be working on, but it's fortunate that he realizes that he does need to work on these different offensive, terms that he's using. So,
Right.
and, maybe it's good that he was talking to Keanu.
Right.
Maybe that was good, you know? Maybe that made him confront some things, right?
Yes, 100%.
Okay.
Because Keanu was other, whatever, Keanu.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Keanu's a black man. Keanu's is at least in part black, I know for sure.
Is he?
Yeah, I thought he was. Oh, I don't know. I know his skin looks black. I don't know what he's calling himself, but Oh, I don't know.
I don't know what
I
Keanu
think
is.
he's like biracial or something. I don't know. Oh,
He's
what the
he's
hell?
other, but I don't know.
But listen, he's a person of color. We'll say that.
He's definitely a person of color, but I don't know that he.
Okay. Well, the color is between brown and black. Okay. So you say what you want to say.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
he's
Just keep
definitely.
okay.
Don't. Yeah,
I don't want to put out there what I don't know.
right, because I don't know either. Because
Right.
yeah, okay, I'll leave.
I thought he said something about his mother, like Keanu Reeves, and
I
that's
do
why.
like Keanu Reeves, yes, but
Yeah. So,
Keanu Reeves has a lot of stuff going on that people don't realize all the stuff he has going on.
what do you mean, ethnically?
Yeah,
All right.
he has Chinese and going on, Portuguese and native Hawaiian and all this other stuff, English and yeah, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Well, but this Keanu is a little more melanated. Okay.
Oh God, my I just
Okay. Well, am I right or
I
wrong?
just you're right. I just don't know what he is, and I don't want to say anything because we say stuff and they act like we're bugged if we say that
Now, just please,
he's
you everybody
brown.
too sensitive. If what he's of color.
He's a person
That's
of
that's why they have that bullshit term of color because it just everybody who doesn't look either snow pale or jet black, they're just of color.
listen, right.
Well,
Okay. So
well, if they're jet black, they're of color. Unless you're translucent, you're of color.
that's true.
Okay.
Okay. So anyway, moving on. No, we still with Big Brother before we go. So by the time this episode airs, of this lovely podcast, um, it'll be time for Big Brother and it'll be time for an elimination. The people on the block are Amy, Kelly, and Zay. Who do you want to go home? Probably I will tell you who probably isn't going to go home, but you tell me who do you want to go home?
Zay.
Okay. Why do you want Zay to go home?
And just like him the least. I mean, you act like I'm bonded with the man. I don't know him that well.
Um,
I
I,
think he's the most foolish. That's all among those three.
if I was in the if I was in the house, I would want Zay to go because Zay is big and strong. He just literally walks around with no shirt on all the time.
Yeah, yeah. And like I said,
And
he's the most foolish. She's in the hunk squad or whatever they call
yeah,
them.
right. Yeah.
Mhm.
And he's charismatic and some people find him attractive. So
Yeah.
I would want him to go if I would think of him as a threat.
Mhm.
The ladies, then Kelly, because Kelly girl.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Kelly she's just the kamikaze. She just, wants to be up there all the time. And oh, she didn't come to win. She just wants to make a name for herself. Good.
Did you
But
see her
don't
crying?
you wanna- I didn't see it, but don't you want to stay there long enough to make a name for yourself? Guess what? Leaving early, that's not a good way to make a name for yourself.
No.
Kind of hanging out and getting people to see you more helps
Right.
you make a name for yourself. So I
Right.
don't know what logic she's got going on with that one. But anyway,
So yeah, Amy, the mom, she can stay. I don't have a problem with Amy, the mom. Like she's not
she's
doing it.
kind of sweet. Amy is a little bit of a kind of sweetheart, more
Yeah.
so. You
Yeah.
know,
So you would kind of want her to stay. So
she
um
she would be the last one I would want to leave among those three. I'm just in the order that you gave it.
yeah.
Zay, Lily, Amy as the last resort. Our girl Ashley. Oh well.
Actually is not my girl anymore. I have other people that are on my client list. I'm not going to completely throw her away.
Ashley's just as goofy. She is just as goofy as hell. Some of that stuff she's doing. She has that expression on her face. Is
Yep.
there anything going on between you all? I don't
Not
know.
like a brilliant lawyer.
But see, that's us saying brilliant.
Well, we don't know. But she talks about how brilliant she is. She's the one who said it. We're just going by what she said.
Hey, believe none of what you hear and half of what you see. So, not so what she says.
Right.
I'm listening to the person who wrote in. If she's your lawyer, you are going to hell to jail.
And then wait a minute. And then I realized, you
She
know,
always that same orange looking dress. Does she have a bunch of orange dresses? How come every
it's
time
red. Red.
different? Oh, well, reddish red. Well, every time I see her, she's in that red dress. What's going on?
I don't know because I have them on now. But yes, that's one of her favorites.
Oh my
What I
God.
will say is we're gonna see what happens with the veto. We already know what happens with the veto, but we'll give our thoughts on that, and then tomorrow we will, let everybody know how we feel about the outcome of who goes home and what's next. I'm loving the cast because they're all very unique. They
Oh,
all need
too.
help.
Yeah, of
They
course.
all need a big hug.
Okay, I like that.
All right, I'm gonna
Where
say
you in?
cheers to Big Brothers. And
Oh,
I need you to tell me three things that made you smile when you take your
okay.
your
Let
shot.
me let me finish my cocktail.
Cocktail, my bad.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
Okay. Three things that made you smile.
Giving you four. Now I'm going to give you five this time. Family first. Shaquille's message to RG3.
Okay.
Loved it. I just loved it.
Yep.
Then the sun, the stars, the moon.
Okay. All right. I'm going with family first. I'm going with friends. I am going with sports. And I'm going with Big Brother.
Okay. All right. You
Right.
certainly big brother. That's
Anything, anything you want to say before we go?
no, not anything more than I always send out love and tell everyone to be safe. And remember, life is too short and too long to be unhappy. And
Okay.
that goes to all our listeners, and even those who haven't tuned in yet and don't realize they're our listeners. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Ma. I appreciate that. Guys, don't forget to check out our YouTube page, All Things Pays You, home of the Bamgboshe Happy Hour. We are covering Big Brother a little bit more in depth. We're going to be covering other shows coming up. Even Kooky Perfect Match, and I'm gonna try to get some with a little bit more substance coming in that Ma will really enjoy. Can't wait for whenever the Golden Bachelor comes back, Golden Bachelorette. I'm hearing that Married at First Sight has moved to Peacock, so that might be a little bit of a change up. We'll be covering that as well. We will be back with a brand new episode on Sunday. We will also be recapping Big Brother Thursday night, Friday morning, so don't forget to check out our YouTube page. We'll see you soon. Be safe. Bye. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and check out full episodes of the Bamgboshe Happy Hour podcast, streaming on most platforms.